Hello everyone and welcome to this instalment of Burridge and Tom Rambling On. My name is Tom and as always I am joined by my good friend Burridge.
Yes, hello, that is me. I hope you're all having a much cooler day than we are. Let's have a look at our topics today, shall we?
In this episode, we will once again be looking at Elon Musk and Twitter nonsense. Will he, won't he, he thinks no. But
he thinks no, but Twitter
spoilers.
thinks otherwise. Rising heating costs in unexpected places.
And a lesson on cloud-based services. Shall we
Let us
dive
begin.
in?
And this time...
I could do with diving into like a pool of
just a
ice
nice
right
cool
now.
pool of ice. Yes.
Yeah.
See, last time we recorded during a heat wave, it did not go well.
No, we're doing better today.
We're doing better today so far. But on to our first topic. Elon Musk pulls out of a Twitter deal. Now, we've spoken an awful lot about Elon and his musings online in several episodes more recently. He has now pulled out of the Twitter deal, citing not being given the data he wanted about the percentage of bot accounts on the platform. This story has been fast-moving.
Wait, hold on. Isn't that amusing? We were literally talking about building a Twitter bot yesterday.
We were. Oh my god, we were. Yeah. I was going to build a Twitter bot just to, like, every tweet Tom or the Burridge and Tom account ever, like...
Literally, we were both sat on the floor in a park and I'd make a tweet and Burridge immediately likes it and I'm like, damn.
I was quick.
He's on it.
But yes, speaking of Twitter, Elon decided to pull out of the Twitter deal that he was buying them for like 54 point something dollar a share for like $44 billion overall, basically. Well, Twitter are now suing, or well, they're not suing, but they're doing a lawsuit. I guess that is suing him, I guess, isn't it? They're effectively taking him to court to force him to buy them. After originally they were like, no, we don't want you buying us, and now he's said he would, and then it went through, but then he went out. Oh my god, it's so confusing. Basically, Twitter weren't happy, I believe, because their shares were dropping after he announced he wasn't going to buy them. But apparently, there is the judge that is looking into the case is like very no nonsense and has like before forced someone to buy a company in a similar sort of case. At least that's what a lot of news articles seem to be saying.
Oh, it's going to be fun.
Tesla shares were trading up slightly, but they were down from around $1,000 when the Twitter deal was announced. So they've lost nearly $300 in shares in Tesla. So Tesla equally suffering, I guess, from Musk's.
Yeah.
What is he doing? I don't know. But the specific term Twitter used, they're taking him to court due to specific performance, which, as far as I could tell, based on the articles I was reading, it means that they could go to court and compel him to complete the deal, which is what this is now all about.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if the whole thing was just a big meme to the bloke, so...
Well, yeah.
He's not a good person, not gonna lie.
No, definitely not. But the hearing, when is the hearing? Like, on Friday, scheduled their first hearing for July the 19th. And she will, the person will consider Twitter's request to expedite the case and conduct a 4-day trial in September. These things take a long time, don't they?
Yeah.
Can you imagine if after all this he has to buy Twitter for what he said he'd buy them for and their shares go down to like $20 or something?
Oh, it'd be so good.
Cause,
for Twitter, though.
Because if he buys the shares at that much, does that set the shares at that price when the acquisition goes through? Or do the shares stay at the same price and then maybe fluctuate depending on whether the sale goes through or not? Like, I don't understand these things.
I don't know.
Business, definitely not my thing.
I own some shares, but it's confusing. And remember, your capital may be at risk.
Yes.
That's what I remember from every share platform advert.
Yeah, just yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Basically, Elon's a bad man. There. Hopefully we can have a break from talking about him for a while now until this case comes through, and then we can talk about what happens after the fact. But oh my goodness, I have had enough of the man.
Yeah, same. Can he just go away now?
Yeah.
Can you go over to like the made up platform that they made after a certain orange person lost a certain American political event?
Yes.
Also, I have just added to the script mid-recording. I had another the Fall Guys mini topic.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah, that's what you said you were going to add. Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
I forgot about it. My brain melted yesterday because it was too warm.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Speaking of things being warm, if you were finished on Twitter.
Yeah, I have no more to say on Musk.
Good. Speaking of things that are warm, the future is here, and it's a monthly subscription hell. So, when we think of the future of automobiles, we might think of pods like those in Heaton Park. Well, they were there for 2 weeks. So we might think of something like a Tesla or a Corsa E. Some might even go too far to think that the future is entirely public transport. Yes, please. If it actually worked. But
and
BMW
was affordable.
Well, yeah. Well, I think if it was like more widespread and there was higher, if more people used it, it wouldn't cost so much.
But equally, people aren't going to use it while it's expensive.
Well, no, yeah, it's an infinite loop of sadness. But yeah, BMW seems to think that whatever the future of cars is, we aren't paying enough for it yet. So, don't you love it when you walk down to your local Beamer dealership and go, "Oh yeah, that's a nice looking car. It's got a wheel in each corner. That looks good. That's the car for me." I don't know much about BMWs. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, they generally don't have indicators. I know that much.
No, they have them. Remember, if you ever feel useless in life, there is someone out there installing indicators on the BMWs at the factory.
Yeah.
Poor bloke. He has to do it. Cheapest Beamer's 33 grand. Damn. I just thought I'd have a quick look at that. But yeah, so if you're paying at least 33 grand for a vehicle, wouldn't you like to enjoy what you just paid for? You know, like when you go in and you order a new car, you get an option of all the optional extras. And, you know, if you don't want them, you don't have them on the car. Well, Beamer doesn't seem to agree with that. New BMW owners are being offered a choice. You can pay an upfront cost to have things fitted on your vehicle activated, or you can wait a bit and then you have to pay either a subscription fee or that cost at a later date. Don't you love it when you're burning fuel hauling around adaptive suspension you can't use because you didn't want to pay £399?
Oh my god.
Yep, literally. So, BMW, as some of you might have seen in the headlines, it was particularly front heated seats and a front heated steering wheel. Front steering wheel? You don't have a rear steering wheel. What the hell am I waffling? My brain is genuinely stopping working in this heat. It's happening again.
It's happening again. Oh no.
But yeah, heated front seats and steering wheel are locked behind a paywall. It's £15 a month for heated seats or £10 a month for the heated steering wheel. It's not just your house that will have high energy costs this winter. Thanks, BMW. You silly sods. Unlimited use of the features can be unlocked for a one-off fee. It is £200 one-off fee for the steering wheel.
The next one just amazes me.
£750 to unlock cruise control.
I have cruise control. I was using it on the way up to Taunton and back.
Every single Vauxhall Knocker came with it pre-installed.
Such a lovely feature.
You could get a 3-year subscription for a heated steering wheel for £150. I wonder though, like, will this lead to BMW then saying, well, this driver, like, you sell your Beamer after you've paid the unlocking fee, and then they're like, well, actually, you know, it's not the same end user anymore, so the agreement doesn't stand, and charge the next owner for these features as well. Like, is this where this is headed?
Do you reckon that's how they're gonna like make more money with the second-hand car market? Because they're like, right, well,
I would not put it past them.
No,
to be honest,
because you hand back in the car, it's like cool. You hand it back in and trade it in for a newer model, which a lot of people do, because it works out better that way. You know, you pay monthly for your vehicle, so adding the monthly fee for the steering wheel does make it cheaper that way anyway, in some respects, because, you know, you just sort of pay £150 for 3 years, and then you trade in for a new model and just continue, I guess.
Yeah.
And then the next person comes along and wants it, and it's like, oh, well, you see, this person was buying it on a subscription, so it's not activated, sorry.
Yeah, so it's £750 for cruise control with stop and go function. So, wait, hold on, is that like a stop and go engine? A stop-start engine?
Yeah, that'll be like, my Civic has that, stop and start.
Hold on, let's see. Description. Offers added convenience on long trips. Would be nice and convenient if it was, you know, it was installed in the car. If it worked with the car just normally without me having to pay 750 quid. £399 for adaptive M suspension as a setting. So it's suspension that learns how you drive, basically. It's like what used to be available under the sport setting, I believe. £265 to enable Apple CarPlay in your vehicle. Not sure how Apple feels about that.
True.
Or Apple getting a slice of the pie there.
They're probably getting a slice of the pie, aren't they?
Let's see. So for £199, you can get the BMW Drive Recorder, which it films your surroundings for up to 40 seconds, allows you to document dangerous driving situations in road traffic. It's a dash cam that they're charging you £200 to use. You can genuinely buy a Viofo front and rear dash cam for £130 on AliExpress, and it is damn good. So what's the point? You could actually buy a second-hand GoPro for a lot less. And you can actually take that out of the car and use it elsewhere. Also, apparently you can also use it to capture beautiful scenery, because that's what you want when you're driving. Oh, I know, I'm driving along. Oh, but that looks nice, doesn't it? BMW safety camera information starting at £25 for a year. So £25 a year, that's not terrible, but, you know, wouldn't it be nice if your car came with the safety features fully available to it, as standard? It alerts the driver in advance about static speed and traffic light enforcement cameras on the road ahead. Traffic light enforcement cameras, that makes sense.
Do you know what else does that? Google Maps on my phone.
Waze is entirely about that. Driving Assistant Plus, you can let the car drive for you. No.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Lane maintenance and automatic braking. You know, like a lot of cars are having that nowadays, aren't they? Like lane assist and stuff.
I don't think I could ever trust those systems. When I'm driving, I trust me, and that's it.
The thing is, imagine getting so used to it, and then like one day your billing payment fails, and then you're wondering why your car starts drifting across the motorway because you didn't pay the £35 a month.
Or you just go right up the arse of someone.
Yeah, legit.
Because the car doesn't
automatic
brake
brakes.
For you. Yeah. Oh no.
So
it's gonna happen.
stupid.
It's gonna happen.
Automatic headlights, £10 a month.
My car has that now.
Automatic high beams. Yeah, my car has that as well.
I don't have automatic high beams, but do you know what I do have? I have a hand that I could just, push the lever forward.
Mine has automatic headlights, automatic high beams, the lot. And mine is not the highest tier of Mocha, but it's up there. But you can get. Wait, what? Why would you want this? So, Iconic Sound Sport. It's the sport mode for the radio, basically. It's £99 for life. That's not terrible, but it plays BMW engine sounds inside the vehicle. When you really don't want all that sound isolation they put in the cabin, you could get the radio to negate it for you.
Oh, absolutely, huh? That's just what I wanted.
Yeah. 79 quid to update your maps. I mean, that's a pretty standard. It's like 86 if I wanted to update the sat-nav in my car. But it's not been updated in years, so what's the point? Yeah, it's mad. You can get an online entertainment voucher for 12 months, £179. What is it? Gives you unlimited access to 30 million music tracks. With a BMW music partner, either Deezer or Napster. So none of the big ones, just these two services that sort of aren't popular. Works in 10 EU countries with no additional costs. Well, that's good.
So what you're saying, it works in 10 different EU countries, so it won't
And
work
the UK.
here. Oh, okay.
No, it does work in the UK. But, if you decide to go abroad other than those 10 countries, like say you wanted to drive across to, I don't know, somewhere in Eastern Europe, and it's not on that list, you can't use that service there. So why don't you just download it to your phone?
Why don't I just use Spotify and then Bluetooth it to my car? Yeah.
It's so mad. And they also sell a service package on here for just shy of £900 for 5 years or 100,000 kilometres, whichever's cheaper.
That is... this is insanity.
Yep, welcome to BMW.
Right.
Oh my goodness, it's so bad. What do you even get? Does it give you oil and everything? The thing is, it's like, oh, I've got to get my car serviced. It's an expensive thing. You can buy the parts to do it at like Euro Car Part or something. Like, if I took my car to a Vauxhall dealer, it would be like a £200 service. Or I could buy all the parts to do it for 60 quid. And do it myself.
But that's because the dealers use genuine parts for that vehicle, which then adds a cost on straight away.
All the parts are genuine, as in I can hold them and they're real. They're not an NFT.
Yes, I know. Yes, but when I say genuine part, I said genuine parts that are from that particular Vauxhall maker. Yeah.
Or the stupid part is though, the parts you can get on auto, the parts that are genuine Vauxhall are actually just rebadged ones you can buy as a consumer. It's so stupid, but yeah. Speaking of stupid, any home labber will tell you the benefits of running a local equivalent to a cloud service, usually to justify why they have so many servers. Not saying I do, but yeah. Time and time again, they're being proven right. You can't rely on these services to be around forever. So there's actually been quite a spate of this recently in the smart home community, at least, where devices are being deactivated from companies either going under, just stopping operating, or deciding that they no longer want to support certain hardware. So smart comb. Is that a comb that automatically combs your hair? Smart home company Hive, famous for their smart thermostats, is shuttering its home security division and ceasing support for services. I'm guessing you don't have a smart thermostat, Burridge?
I do not.
No, I don't either. They claim they are doing this to be greener, which is ironic as a Centrica company. Centrica is the company that owns British Gas.
Ah, God.
Yep. In fact, most of Centrica's stuff is based in the gas industry, so it's we're trying to be greener. They say burning all the fossil fuels. Let's see, what subsidies do they have? Who do they own? It doesn't say. They got accused of greenwashing in 2008. So that makes sense, doesn't it? So if you had security features enabled on your Hive products, there was sound detection on their smart home controller, the Hub 360, which basically allowed you to detect if there was anyone making noise in your home while you were not there or while it was unexpected. They will be ending that immediately at the end of this year. Leak detection devices sold by Hive, which detect water leaks in your home, will cease functioning in September 2023. I thought this was about being greener. Surely stopping a water leak is a very green thing to do. Me thinks they just don't want to be on the hook for maintaining all these devices longer than they can be bothered to. Hive home security systems will cease functioning in August 2025, so all those £80-90 a pop cameras that you bought will be useless in just over 3 years. 3 years and a few days, basically. Hive heating and lighting products will not be affected by these changes, though. So if you have a Hive smart light bulb or smart thermostat, you're okay. Why, company? Why, Centrica? Why? Why? What makes you look at a product lineup and think, yes, time to just axe that after people have paid? How much is a Hive camera? I'm going to look it up.
I don't know, but...
Oh my goodness, £125.
Ooh, there's going to be a lot of angry...
Yeah, £180 for the outdoor one. Damn,
man.
You could legit nearly buy the control unit for Ubiquiti system for that. Like the Ubiquiti CCTV controller box is like £200. And that's why I will be going with them if I ever need a CCTV system. But yeah. Oh, baby. Imagine getting, 3 or 4 of those outdoor cameras, last week, and then being told that the company's going to shut down your product in 3 years.
See, that's why if I was ever going to... If I was ever going to have a CCTV system, I would want one where I could store all footage in-house.
Well, yeah, that's the beauty of the Ubiquiti system.
Yeah.
Not sponsored.
I want my own system of, storing it, or, their system, but allowing me to do it on my own system so that if they ever did shut down, I would still have access to what I need to use.
Well, yeah, it's like the Ubiquiti one. You can buy the NVR, the network video recorder, from them to record it locally, but then you also use their app to interact with it remotely, so...
Yeah.
I'd say that's pretty decent.
Yeah.
$500 to buy their 7-bay network video recorder at Ubiquiti. So that's, 2.5 cameras from Hive?
Yep.
It's just silly.
That's the problem now, though. Everything's going in cloud, but no one's thinking about the connotations of when these cloud services are like, nah, we're done.
We're out of here. Goodbye. That's the thing. Remember, everyone, the cloud is just someone else's computer.
Literally, it's just in a data center. That's all it is.
It's, hello, Google, I'm borrowing some of your compute power now. Thank you. Or some of your storage space. Thank you.
Yeah.
Also, thank you, Google Drive, for not kicking us off for holding all of our scripts and everything on there.
Yes. Thank you so much for that.
I will download backups now, though, because it might get shuttered next week. Who knows?
Well, it is Google, so...
Yeah, it is Google. They are known for killing projects. Don't know about people yet, but they don't talk about that. That's for the courts to worry about. No. The thing, it's like why I don't understand people who have Ring camera systems. Because, not yet in the UK, but in America, you have to pay a subscription to remotely access the camera because it uses Amazon's cloud service, because it's an Amazon product now, Ring.
Right.
Which is why I will go with Ubiquiti when I need it, but I don't need it right now.
When the Burridge and Tom headquarters are up and running.
Yes, subscribe to our Patreon so we can afford that.
Hell yeah.
Please.
Subscribe to our Patreon so we can afford to do this full time.
Yeah.
Please.
So I can afford Ubiquiti products, please.
Yeah. And the BMW.
Why can't we afford an office yet? Because I bought several cameras from Ubiquiti.
On a BMW with heated steering wheel.
Oh, that's cool. They got some cool nifty stuff on the website. They've added accessories and stuff. But yeah. Anyway, that's all it for our main topics today. Let's jump into some slightly smaller ones. Although sometimes these end up being bigger than the main topics.
Not today. So far, they're pretty good. I think they're all right. There's just a lot of them.
Oh, let me get into a Facebook login rant.
Oh, yes. Let's go.
So, the Facebook free use of the Oculus Quest is nearly here. Only, 2 years after it was made, so you had to have a Facebook login to use Oculus services?
Yep.
Imagine buying a VR headset and then you have to have Facebook to use this. Haha, no thanks. I'd sooner pay for the Valve Index, mate. I'm doing a lot of free advertising for companies here, aren't I?
They better stop paying us at this point.
Valve, I'll take payment in Steam gift cards. Thank you. So the Quest line of headsets are standalone, aren't they? They don't have to pair with the computer or anything. And hence are cheaper.
I'm not sure.
Oculus Quest. Thank you, MacBook.
Wow, isn't it like the Meta Quest now or something?
Oh yeah. Rest in peace, the name Oculus.
Oculus is such a cooler name.
Yeah, not Meta. The thing is, they bought it. They've made it the Meta Quest because the metaverse. Yeah, it's standalone. It's based on Android, apparently. Didn't know that. So there were rumours at the time of people requiring a Facebook account to use their Oculus Quests that there would be a Facebook-free way of using the devices other than hacking. And it is finally nearly here. Starting in August 2022, users will be able to make a Meta account to bypass the requirement for a Facebook account. So basically, a Facebook Lite account.
It's just a Facebook account then, surely.
It's a Facebook account without having to see what your racist old aunt thinks on Facebook every day. So I'd say that's an improvement already.
I do have to wonder how many people who were angry about, I don't want a Facebook login, how many of them are now going, this is better.
Yeah, it is still just as bad.
It's just the problem a lot of people had was that you were giving your data to Facebook, and if you just played Oculus and you didn't have a Facebook account, you didn't want to make one and let them have all your data. Well, if you do this, they're still getting your data because, spoiler alert, Meta is the parent company of Facebook.
It's going straight to the parent company.
So it's just going straight to the parent company. Facebook. So either way, good old Zuckerberg has your data anyway.
The good old lizard man. That's always a fun conspiracy.
Yeah.
Is he a robot? Who knows?
Who knows?
We don't.
See, I do want a VR headset at some point because there's this really fun game I keep seeing on like TikTok and that, and they mod it so that they're running around with lightsabers and stuff instead. And I can't remember what it's called now, but it looks so fun. I just want to run around and like murder loads of NPCs with lightsabers and guns and other things. It just looks fun.
Want to fuel Burridge's murderous rage? You can subscribe to us over at Patreon.
Please do. Let me murder people.
So we can afford to go halves on a VR headset and I can play Beat Saber.
Oh yeah, Beat Saber's fun too.
Yeah. Now, the best part is I found out there's like a community around adding extra songs, so...
even better.
It's so good, yeah. But, speaking of very rich people and not being very good, the NHS are beating Amazon at their own game. So this was announced a little while ago, but it's cropped back up in the news again due to a new partnership. The UK's National Health Service is running trials on using drones to deliver chemotherapy drugs, which have very short shelf lives, so it kind of makes sense. The drugs will be shipped from a mainland hospital to a hospital on the Isle of Wight for this test. If successful, the project will reduce a 4-hour round trip to just 30 minutes, while also reducing traffic on the island's ferry link. Which is a pretty good thing.
I mean, that means less traffic in general, which is...
Yeah, well, the thing is, it's either, at the moment, patients on the Isle of Wight, they either have to... It's a 4-hour round trip to ship the drugs from the mainland to the Isle of Wight, or radiotherapy or chemotherapy patients have to get the ferry to the mainland and drive to the hospital. So this is going to have a massive impact in reducing traffic overall.
Yay, planet!
Really. Yay, planet, woo! Also, it'll be very interesting to see that it seems the drones they're using are a sort of hybrid between a fixed-wing aircraft and a quadcopter, which seemed kind of similar to like some of the Amazon concept drones I've seen and other drone delivery services. Actually, there is at least one very successful case of drones being used to deliver medical supplies. So there's an organisation that delivers blood to remote hospitals in Rwanda using a fixed-wing aircraft. Like, the pilot itself around. They just set a location and it goes and drops blood off. It's pretty nifty. It's a very cleverly done thing, but I hope it goes well. To be honest, there's a lot of naysayers out there that are like, oh, it's a waste of government money, like the government does anything but waste money. But that's
Have you seen who's been in charge for the last 12 years?
Yeah. Oh, we need to fix the economy. Bruv, you're the geezer who broke it.
Yes, we'll save that for the politics episode.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
But, I mean, if it works, that's good news for the people of the Isle of Wight. There's a lot of them there. There's like 100,000 people there. 150,000? It's a surprisingly popular island. All I know is there's a festival there. It looks fun. 141,606 people as of 2019. That's a few people. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, you can buy a HTC Vive in CEX £250, Burridge.
Oh. Wow.
I've just been searching that while talking about drones. To be fair, I do enjoy flying my little drone as well, so if they can be made more useful, it's good. Although you will still get people complaining, the drone's too noisy. Go away, your bloody car's too noisy. I don't like you. Is drone flying an extreme sport? I don't think so. But if you do enjoy extreme sports and are a fan of Apple are potentially, there is rumours, releasing an extreme sports version of the Series 8 Apple Watch. Speculation includes an up to 7% larger screen than current models. Also rumoured are a larger battery and a metal casing. The only problem with this theory is that so far all Apple Watch chassis have been metal, so I don't know what they're waffling, unless they mean titanium, which could make sense. Titanium, very hard metal. So hard they built the world's fastest plane out of it. Will you be getting Extreme Sports Apple Watch, Burridge?
No.
Are you an extreme sport?
I mean, if people walk over me, they might as well be mountaineering.
Damn it, he made the joke I was going to. That's sod.
I did that the other day as well. I think I stole your joke at Pride
yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
I don't think we can repeat that joke, though.
Probably not. Oh no, just people sedge with their purchases. Why am I shopping while recording a podcast? Behave yourself, Thomas.
Stop shopping.
Stopping the shopping. Yeah, I think it could be an interesting extreme sports edition of the Apple Watch. I don't think there's many like extreme editions of any smartwatch out there. I know there's a Casio G-Shock smartwatch. That's probably about as tough as it gets. Also, it is way too warm again. Burridge, do you know LoFi, don't you?
I do. I actually have used this stream many, many times as well. Like if I'm just wanting to put TV on with some lo-fi.
The most iconic stream on YouTube, LoFi Hits Chill/Study 2, which was going on for 2 years, was taken down by YouTube after a rogue Digital Millennium Copyright Act claim was made against the LoFi Girl channel. People have been known to use the live chat alongside the stream to share study notes and remind each other to take breaks. It is possibly the most wholesome place on YouTube. The only place where the comments aren't toxic as hell. If you disagree with this statement and you watch on YouTube, do comment down below. Interaction's always good. Apparently the DMCA claims were allegedly issued by FMC, a Malaysian record label. They were completely false, as the personal organisation that runs the LoFi Girl channel owns the copyright to all of the music that used within, and in fact releases it under their own record label. So get in the bin, FMC. Although apparently the FMC have been receiving like threats from fans and stuff. If the community could behave themselves for 10 minutes, it would be nice. Right. And speaking of misbehaving, Fall Guys players are forced to auto-buy items. Now, I'm not entirely sure of the context around being forced to buy it, but something to do with, like, in menus or in games, like, items get auto-bought using your safe payment method or whatever. And people are being refused refunds despite the lack of a checkout process for it. Mediatonic replied to user reports of bugged purchases, saying that it wasn't a bug and it was fully intentional. This obviously upset a lot of people. Wouldn't you be upset if you were forced to buy some nonsense? It is their in-game currency, but the fact is, if you've had to like grind for ages to get your in-game currency, it would be annoying. Can you buy the in-game currency in Fall Guys?
I don't know. I've never tried.
Probably. Let me have a look. What's it even called? Full coin.
Full coin. I don't know. There's
Full
so
bucks,
many
V-Bucks,
V-Bucks. Oh god.
Robux. Gotta love being sent to prison for V-Bucks scams. No, the website is just, oh god, why does it open a new tab everything I click on? I don't want any more of you, you filthy degenerate. Showbucks they're called.
That makes sense, I guess.
A premium in-game currency. The season pass grants you the ability to earn new costumes and other unlockables. Something, I can't read it over my mic arm. Okay, so I can't find a way to like buy them online, but I'm guessing you can purchase them, because it wouldn't surprise me because it's owned by Epic Games now. Okay, yeah, so there was a customer, when someone reached out to them about it. So a Reddit someone reached out to them about the bugged purchase, and they responded, "Please let me correct something from your response. You have stated that this is a bugged purchase and a known issue. Neither of these things is the case. The purchase was made by you, not a bug. Whether it was intentional or not, that is still the case. This is not a known issue because it is not an issue." That's a good customer service response.
Oh my god.
Then started waffling about the EULA. All purchases are final and will not be refunded. After media backlash, after the initial Reddit backlash, Mediatonic spokesperson has said that what is happening in the game is not intended and we are actively fixing it. The customer service response is also not acceptable and we will offer a make good for all affected. So once again, a case of a company only giving a crap when it gets in the media. They're taking a page out of Reddit's book, because Reddit, like people at the top, only ever bother fixing something when the media's involved. Yes, normally after it makes it onto mainstream news. That's the only reason the Donald got banned.
Yeah, it comes down to the fact that if they look bad in media, they assume they'll lose sales, so...
Yeah. Looks bad to advertisers. It's not a good thing, is it?
No.
We must look bad to advertisers.
And, generally there's a, are you sure you want to purchase this? Or even just a checkout page. So...
Are you sure? Would you like to hear more?
Would you like to hear more about this? But yes.
Yes. Not good. Naughty Mediatonic. Naughty.
I blame Epic Games.
I blame Epic Games as well. Look at the state of Rocket League now as well. Poor Rocket League.
I've not played Rocket League in ages.
I haven't played it since it became an Epic game. The worst part is it's the second studio they've bought where they said we're not going to remove it from Steam, and then have removed it from Steam. So
wait, it's been removed. I can still play. Is it?
No, you can't buy it on Steam anymore.
Oh, right.
You can play it through the Steam launcher if you already had it.
Right.
But you can't.
Wait, did they do that with Fall Guys as well then?
Yeah, they removed it from Steam.
Ah. How ridiculous.
Yeah. Yep, it's the second time they've done it. Well, the second time they've done it to a major game. God damn it. I don't like you, Epic. That and they're owned by Tencent, which is like kind of a sketch company.
That's putting it lightly.
they're a bit sus.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then some.
Yes. Thanks, Tencent, for being the sketchiest sods around. Definitely not working for the Chinese government in the slightest. Tencent, please don't come for my soul. I'm sure I accidentally signed it away to you in a EULA somewhere in a website I didn't even realise you owned.
True.
Oh dear. But anyway, that is us all done for this episode of Burridge and Tom Rambling On. If you like what you heard and you want to hear more, you can subscribe to Burridge and Tom over on YouTube or follow our podcast on your favourite podcast source. If you really like what you heard, then you can support us over on Patreon. If you want to get involved with the community, you can join our Discord or tweet at us on Twitter. All the links to these and more are available over at burridgeandtom.com. As always, I've been melting. Also called Tom.
And I have been Burridge, also melting.
Also melting. It's way too warm. Thank you so much for listening. We might be back next time with more nonsense. Depends if the heat wave continues.
We shall see.
Goodbye. Rest in peace, Technoblade.